Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at pushgapradio.com.
Pushgapradio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. Pushgapradio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
Pushgapradio.com. Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Hey y'all, so I just left work and I work at a law firm, and sometimes my attorney, he's like very old, been to the Vietnam War, and he's Italian. And sometimes, this is important, sometimes he tells me a lot of stuff about he just picks my mind a lot of the times. He tries to give me his wisdom. He always gives me something to think about. Today he asked me a few things. Why as a race, and he's an attorney, so he's seen successful black people, broke black people. But why as a race, when we make it, we're the only race he's seen that when we make it, we don't give back to our people. We hate ourselves. We hate our own people. You know, he has a coworker who's black. Her mom tells her only go to black doctors, only go to black this, only go to only go to white doctors, only go to white dentists, only go to white everything. Do not go to black doctors, anything. And he doesn't understand because he has black doctors. You know, and this is a black lady saying this, that this was taught by her mother. And why is it that when he sees black people get rich, you know, become athletes, he said, why they always don't get a blonde? Why is it that we never want to go to our own people? We always bring ourselves down. He also asked, why is it that we still use the N-word? He said, you know, his race would never use derogatory slang terms that were used against them. And he says he doesn't know another race that does it other than us. And I told him it was a thing in the 80s. We took it back and we were taking back our power. But it didn't really make sense after he posed the argument he did. You know, and it's just a lot of stuff he always picks my brain about. And I just don't have the answers. As a black person of my community, I don't have the answers. And I don't know why as black people we stand out so much. We do things that other races just don't do that's so self-deprecating. It's like we can't win because we won't let ourselves win. We're jealous. We're jealous of when people of our own race succeed. We want them to stay where we at. He just kept asking me why. And I just couldn't give an answer. Why do we do that? Like, why is that taught? And I don't know, like, do y'all have an answer for that?
But I'm finna tell you why. That when black people, or let me stop using that word. When Hebrew people become successful, why they don't come back to our neighborhoods and to make sure that our neighborhoods are okay. I know about contracts. So the young lady boss, which is a lawyer, asked her why black people don't come together. Now, he already know the answer. He picking her brain. He know the question to the answer. She don't know the answer. So I'm going to give you the answer. The reason why when black people become successful millionaires and stuff like that, celebrities, they cannot go back to their people is because they sign a contract. Lawyers, doctors, basketball players, football players, your rappers, singers, they sign a contract. That contract's telling what they can and can't do. That contract is not governed by this land, but by their system. So the lawyers know, the doctors know, everybody knows, right, about the contract. But see, what y'all don't know is the fine print. The fine print tells them that they can't help their people. They can't invest in their people. They can't even come back and rebuild our neighborhoods with the finances that they have. They have to abide by the contract, right? So now, mind you, if you've been seeing a lot of these guys that are successful, we're going to use Kobe Bryant for example. I'm not a big Kobe Bryant fan, but Kobe Bryant didn't even buy his mama and daddy a house. He didn't help them with nothing. But if those were the people that got him to where he was, he left his money to somebody that didn't look like him. So let me put you on some game about that. So what happens is when these black men become successful, what they call it, they sell out. They don't turn back. Once they cross that bridge, they don't turn back. And what ends up happening is they marry outside our culture and they think they're doing better than us, but really they just got set up because the money that you obtain from your success is going to go to that culture of people, those women, That's why when you see these men that are athletes, that go to these colleges, they all white colleges, there's a reason for that. It's programming. It's social programming. So when they sign that contract, their money won't go back to us. It'll go to them. That's why they don't bring them back in our neighborhoods. They don't want them helping us or anything. It's because of what's in the contract. These basketball players, football players, movie producers, movie actors, all the people that are in the ball of the system signs a contract. That contract specifically states that they cannot go back and assist their counterparts, which are their brothers and sisters, anybody that looks like them. Everyone signs the same contract to keep us in a negative situation. And what a lot. So the reason why we don't get our brothers and sisters, our counterparts, the men, the black men and women that become successful to come back to our neighborhoods and to invest in us is because they're taught that. Their lawyers teach them that. Their accountants teach them that. The schools that they're around teach them that. The people they encounter teach them that. Why you think black men only date certain cultural women? Because they look at it as, oh, now I'm not black anymore. I'm them. So now I have the same status as them. No, you don't. You're still a nigga. You just a cool nigga now. You just a part that they can use to manipulate the people. But you still go back to your home in the suburbs while a lot of us go back to the ghettos and the hoods. Now, what I can make you guys aware of is when you do get on top of your stuff, make sure that you're sustained. So when you do get back to the community, whether it's shoes, people don't understand. There's many ways to get back to the community. It's so many ways, but because you're taught that, a lot of these successful people don't even buy their parents' homes. Call it none of that. They don't go back for nothing. They won't even go back to visit their mother and father because, see, they are ashamed of how they came up, but they see where they at. Ask the lawyers why they don't go back. Tell them to read the fine print on the black men and women. This is why they keep deleting my video, because they don't want you to know that I know about the contracts. I know about them selling out on us and living in their wealth, not ours. That part.
PushGapRadio.com. We finna take over this town like street sweepers.
That's gangsta them.
Never average, never mediocre. We're online, on point, and on the money.
Chaco Ford won in the main event only on PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com. We want to be your official Dallas internet station.